433 888 0240 433 888. Betway Afcon promo no cost of betting more than 25 Ghana cedis. O betting more than 25 Ghana cedis a sharpshooter game no obenya a lot of points ewo na onso watimi edisika bebre agu botomonya 18 years a me pacho won kan cry no Betway or say get way more. The latest cola in town Angel Cola fa ho shem na koto bibra fie wate ase mpanimfo ne nkoda nyina na enom doctor ye no se o anka waya no nom de amampanimfo a na afi oye bia man koda na ade ne so for mampanimfo no ye nyina de ho agime san se kola na ewum no ano edem papa nti pebi no dwumade bia wodie bia so no Angel Cola, Angel Peach, Angel Mango, Angel Orange, Angel Apple Lime opedodo atu atonwa number ne 0244 832286 0244 832286 fa ho ehemu bi na akoto Angel Cola na fe Angel Beverages ne bi na bibia enye kama entime emfa ema SK atnase SK
doc
nyame aduma said the mono ochina na otwe na eba
sure ochina na otwe
yes
save Ghana demonstration no ebeba so
na Ghana football
yes okay
save Ghana football na t-shirt no onya ode
o enra guy na say obeye mediaba
obeye ode aba special one
yes
me na beka say sports wa nti
unsa ka ode
beba na number ni nie 0559
say obi a pese ebia ode domo ba pese oye bi di mom am say also be ma discount
discount room o kontema na beboa enye last minute no abefrefre na amanya bi manya me wo ba me ho amanya bi ma
aka 1 week
anti number no fa 0559 03 76 40 0559 03 76 40 free na onsa encounter t-shirt.
Thank you so much. Kwame baby that's papa numeri. Yeah, live or Angel TV. Angel Flylight Sports. Airborne live Angel TV. Ubetumi join feed no baby bia wo Ghana, West Africa and Africa nchoni ntwa so bia. On Facebook here Angel 102.9 FM on Facebook and somebody there and then you will become papa. But mami fast da Emma team ni nyina team of producers Benji the Flowman afi DK Abrantie any Asian omo ene tachire a yede ensamne ba bedwafo tenase na ene Esther Abankwa yes oso no papa bi kwa uhima papa bi ne wadrosu ko ya agudie mu nsam no mu pi watenase dada Listowo Mensa aka Bruta ono so atenase nsam no toso na Saddick Adams ye head of sports ono so etayachi na mitramu di amano Kofi Osu Jerry Kofi speedy recovery minim say ene o sa ho yare bibia be fine chena eden ye be hu enso so e wo hanom sein ensam no edoso ne na still in a search any the quest Ghana edi the new coach edi ama Black Star no reports are urban say GFA no any Mauritania head coach or the Afcon. Papa ye friend say Ahmed Abdul Edin Komo. Na nyame aduma by March. Na papa no contract e ba wie ye. Na papa no sika ogini mu nkyeremu pi na ebe wura mu ne na ye de aba se papa no ba Black Stars a emu nsem ne tesen. Enra ene no wudi nkomo PF Parliament Public Account Committee no aso ye. Wabra NSA boss owura an di Professor Twumasi ekọ ye kototo nsem bi papa so kakra ye bisa no sikasem stadium o de rent ye se o pesca dia maintain stadium no ne ekosisi ye nyina ho no ene ye bewuram na nyame ya adoma na ye betwe nkomo bi pa ehu e stadium ni mu ensem no stick and stay right here na ye mfre bibia na emfa maram na save Ghana football demo no ye papa nyaho tamakula kansem e de afa ho na iberu ho Dr. Nyaho tamakula akasa we say Ghana Football Association prosecutor so and they wa charge Accra House of Folk board member bako hwan ya emu nsam pi na enso so ebeba enra na ju say ya na Sante Kodi release ni bae say na die Abdul Shafiu Fatau ni contract no omatwam na yedi mu nsam pi na beba yeni kan ema bedwafo akwaba bedwafo ema mu nyina akwaba
Joso
and then nyame adom ya da TV no so live enti show no live TV no so this was say bibia koso kama
bibia anshara nkoso sa Zika some of them.
Oh, waiting in a chin.
Oh, boss. Send the project.
Oh,
okay.
Bibia bear
from
fine.
that in the
All right. List on what's in a can. See, say Bibia come on. Wa hair so man at the party idea. Say and no. But young Curtis for say and Jicodino, ye be cheska. Then they bet 1,000 cities. We jamia do maybe a bit much 2,000. And ne was show no sunti. Said and ram a formula no. Oh, ya boss to say no trabe 30 Ghana de gum. Na a couldn't get was a trabe 30 Ghana de gum. I feel ye be chapa was a trabia gum say pa. Unamba na selected. Eti wa uye MTN and na Vodafone user no. A star 256 star 1 hash. Star 256 star 1 hash. No I selected option 2. Ebema Angel FM Accra. Angel FM Accra. Chatikiti no dudu ogum. The more we channel and you know 1,000 cities. Na uya wabo momo pin na edem kukro na ye ko. Mami fa sedama club ye na mami misa say Afcon ya o hwe. Afcon ya o hwe. Na okay yebebom. But the edi kan ese me ma no ye Django energy drink. Na Django energy drink no. Se modern say eye kama pa e boost nipa energy. Unim say ya sheda ye no kwan so so asa unum bia hoden de o fa no kwa Django energy drink unam traffic mu supermarket babia tobi na ebeboa wa ma bibia ye kama Agbozo Herbal Clinic say yade ahodo a etete dasani bia wo de ebomode ne bre obeboa wa ama niema ye kama Agbozo minimum pono yade e friend say prostate cancer otu ase nti we be ma akọ you say screening ni free the man mema into prostate screening no ura ha obeboa prostate enlargement Agbozo Herbal Clinic ebe ko moa oba o pe awo be ma o pa awo misro ko Agbozo Herbal Clinic typhoid fever koko yade e biar me mo yare so enne anwumre wo de ne se obekọ kwahyeman ahimfie ni nchen ho no mo a kwahyeman ahimfie no nchen ho a ho na Agbozo Herbal Clinic e wo 0241 750282 Farmatras di nupa pi abadwa so na tie me ma me kasa anwa wo ho san se eyinu papa ene wo ho no ne edikan Lumitrust malaria pa chewo a dura ebeboa wo unim se atamita ne lumefantrine ewom enti enei unuma etu malaria na se kwa ma pharmacy bia mu benya biato baby vi drops eye nkwada moja duro kama vitamin A B C ene ne kika ho pi na ewum nkwada no noma omunyi brom nurudo gel eye honam ya aduru na we se de aye no ahu ye woni ice ene o gel unya bia eboa ma ne mai kama Trazo 400 tablet ne yesunsunduro ye woni suspension so ho a wa wuntimi nom tablet wanum ne de no na bibia e kama moja duru a wonom a ubeye so ti se esta no wo be fet se esta we de be kama ti se esta we define eye ene bioglobin syrup and capsules eya no opibianum leading chemical shops and pharmacy shops nationwide babia ubenya bi ato number no 0561 088 666 na onso wa ma onsa kebi me ba cho pipim yes commercial driver private driver ene ukofia o tank na so no me bisa u phone no momo wo so de a ene wa hu the next Goil filling station no branch na oduru ha ya gi momo Goil ese na edie fu no unim dada se papa dada wo to a obedima yusu momo e de ato na bibia aye kama Goil a good energy na ehun nsem so ena abobo aba ene de yemfa be 5 minutes ni enyi trending kakra emfio na yemhwe 12 ana producer mboa na ene ye be ko trending na yemfa trending nsem no kakra emfa emam. All right, and then on trending number 1, listen, ye kwa Afcon ase. na mami sa say wohwe bo a say excitement bi wakohwe bo ma wanya excitement bi ama waye bi foforo ewo the stadium da.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not too sure.
Estade wo de commentary wo ye bi. Wo die bi a Ghana e bobo anase bi o club e bobo. No wo stadium. Na win bi aba. Anije ne yesoronko ama waye bibi foforo kra apart from game no wo pitch no so da. Na obi aye obibi wo park no so ma.
Oh yeah, it has happened to me before. Mekai has and Ashanti Gold. One of those finals.
Oh,
FA Cup.
Okay.
Some penalties being named Sawokaya.
Mekai.
Cross Post Stadium.
Aye.
That Richard Atasha winning goal. The man has
Makai.
to be a Kofi Mensa as I then went to me and that was the time now Richard Atasha. Oh, Sina Kofi Mensa was saying no. And now was Richard Atasha ball. And she saw Shedia that may say has a winning FA Cup. That was the season now. A year, you kind of say a year has a winning treble, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Domestic treble, no. That was that season. Now Richard Atasha no. Now many Kofi na call stadium. Richard Atasha no. Out of excitement. Across Post Stadium, we need na VIP soro honum. Na easy. Na Emrikabia. Bedi ekoya mi free Kofi na so mi.
Na ukopam Kofi sa no. All right.
So now, like it happens.
Yenko afkun yase. Na papa bi enye ba bia ankoye proposals man girlfriend. Say Mali any Cote d'Ivoire na say. Na last Saturday na say efe keke. Ivorian supporter baako. Emra Ivory Coast did 9-11. Extra time. Omunya winning goal no. Odi yenko ni enhwe se de na action it at least to when you beje ho.
To take advantage of the situation or propose it to obviously ne fiancé.
Yeah, so ho feel.
Yeah, nice baby girl.
As Esther.
Yeah, koko fine. Yes, good. Nice papa.
But and make us think Ivory Coast lose you and so go be there.
Me sure I think on your mepe another time. And you see no nema owns the football here then
exciting.
Unzo bi o ko game a otumi tro bibi gu natario.
Yeah.
Buwa bi wa defender mo no wa shego. No wa here then wa page ade na wa here then wa tro no.
Yeah, it's true.
And sometimes some of the scripts no obeka say draw and but no nema football sometimes na here come no. I think it's a beautiful thing. Very, very beautiful.
Timing is so accurate.
Game
ni mu ye den. Samri ni jiaba.
Sure.
Be man ni aje.
Sure.
Oba na ni so edi every say. Na
again say
e ni kan osa.
Na.
Dey ni kan asem so asan betom. And we dey know asem bi enim. Onso bi to me de ne dey ekọ ni etwa na ni so kra san ka ho ni.
You reject your man for that.
Who they know was so much perfect for such occasion.
Instrument Ghana boys no. But the only problem is Black Stars. Black Stars in them winning my
all the question Black Stars mudia. Obetu asheda. Obetu asheda sa. I'm telling you.
And only a 7 no listen.
Yeah, the would me fans assuming say last AFCON.
Okay.
And I will say Black Stars winning game.
Where proposal be?
Now we proposal la. Ka first AFCON group stage. You from
give that say
still don't worry
about draw. We are saying
now after it's 2 years one.
Yeah.
And I said 3 years.
Almost
3 years. What can you answer Musa be winning AFCON game ama why yes I deal we are.
And this we almost
now this also postponing the call next year Morocco no. And then also likely
likely so be see.
E be see nti wo the Blasters e chia wa ware emaso.
Yanko trading number 2 and enyumre. Now on the other part of the stadium na Ivory Coast any Omaya ni Didi Mali Elboa winning goal by MOB a propose ye no before say winning goal nimra no Ivorian female fan or Barbie no so park adia oye ye no empire empire or bompire sa akopim say abrante diakiti e share match winner no eno so yen konko hwemra.
Oh Christ, pas pitié! 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 Seigneur! Seigneur! Pas pitié! Seigneur, pas pitié! Seigneur, donne-nous la victoire! Seigneur, ta grâce! Seigneur, ta grâce! Seigneur, ta grâce! Seigneur, ta grâce! Jésus-Christ de Nazareth! Prends pitié! Sauve-nous! Seigneur, sauve-nous! Seigneur, sauve-nous! Seigneur, sauve-nous! Seigneur, sauve-nous! Seigneur, sauve-nous! Oh Christ, pas pitié! Oh Christ, pas pitié! Oh Christ, pas pitié! Oh Christ, pas pitié!
Oh, me shut down to French. What I say, but obviously empire no bo, so you will assume say or empire the man man send man there. Oh share how emotional she was, and the way in the midst of people,
and she was crying.
Yes, a bonfire saying and at the time, no,
and
I was there. Ivory Coast not omwe there, ball with 10 men,
10 men,
and a name aside, yes, so clearly, me jimpaidi, intino. Oh, nah, but sometimes you never know what I say. It made me jimpaidi. So obviously, the woman wanted say ebe intervene among Ivory Coast be calling him, and indeed omu to me there and the way omu here no emani very 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 nice. So very 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 last minute. Yeah. Pa ya show. So I
see a
penalties. You know, wow. So
when a game no a exciting.
Bunyo opportunity now we should just say now right. Where man away then what I say, but Shadia will be go through. Me ya sure say be crowd wa bompa say ye the amount no kasa na brabo any ne busu afo ne ade ne busu ani bi hiampa e serious. What I say, but one how emotional she was and the way I know bompa you can feel it. We a believer kakreba, you can feel the oil. You be feel it.
So when and Rana Maker has as a player playing for your national team. Oh, boy, Eddie Magana. Over 30 million populace.
35. Actually.
What I say. Now, when you are queen, you see Virginia Hall. Service, when no one pina now, you're crying your problem. Once you're on the pitch. Once it's tournament, once we are safe and once I all share on my Ghana, Ujina ya name, Yaji we decision, Munesi Akamayano, put everything aside and play your heart out. Where Bola, Mali, any Ivory Coast for boy. Where said the boys and all after conceding.
Now, oh, down
70, almost 76 minutes.
Oh, down by 10 minutes.
So about 10 against 11. Now you see where from where we but see you are ranting no dying and making sure so matter Canada ama my essence so winning goal. Look at the determined look at how determined they are. Like crampo tension crampo now only Ivory Coast in all support who say I said when you bring almost share.
Because you can see from the faces of the experienced players and the young ones in as a ABB time in here. I see now a ma a DM pan a woman who I say would be bompa ni nyame afa. Come I mean pay you to say nyame coupon fire pa.
Oh, a money memen na. But
mon I would soon come home.
The demo akotini your home example Bible Tamahana.
Okay.
Okay. No pebana no bompire.
I know soon you actually young
Prophet ni be who no so abo. And Oka say, she's pouring out her heart
out. Okay.
What I say, I know she ain't depend on because I dear Oba only say we are quite fast or born out is soon. We have certain men and so many dedicated. Almost bomb pies. I say, you have my list to see.
Yes.
If you are there,
say me, that makes you my bomb. But little mammy way or gonna have a sorry.
Oh,
you come Pentecost because Pentecost on bomb pipe.
Sure. It's a if on bomb pie. Number four.
Charismatic phone.
Yes. I said, Omuko as Omo Sorona Parks.
Yes, phone.
And
also you too. One man supporter say or hey did Nenradi and NJ papa say Nran Sama Ira John Dramani Mama the two Jano a Koni ye pant. Wama good evening. Him say what tell Nechi we drama on it ha ye who him. Na Jiko dino basso in team pacho ufon ben wa shasiye netwagum sisi na ubedi 1000 series. Enti a star 256 star 1 hash select option 2 Angel FM Accra. Twa ticket no dodo ogum na fe ebo momo pin ni hyem na eno ano no uso awuram na ye be cheska no sisi na ehun nsem so kakraba na Lucy Mercy o Facebook o se we ni de Ghana nke Pentecost nyame no frɛ no ai na na ba afo awu aso se ohwen all the way from UK ye da se Joseph Okan so se hwede nipa ye ma omo manfo bompaye na so do Red Black Stars mu a na omaluzu basa akwa bi se Black Star pa na nka o twen so be propose dia ma yire a o ma feli ono so de dia ba Jo Kofi Baba ono so say who will pray for Ghana Black Stars oh eno de aba Bamba Jackie so say why Ghana carry local players go put them on standby Diakite is Asset Mimosa player he's a local based player no so ehun sem so abobaba Facebook no so aye Deja Angel 102.9 yenko your first story of the day na ene yemfa nsem no emra but before that no nwotwa bonti list we dey ekwan dem we no dey we mpinifo dey bra for dey nini unse afcon ipa just imagine say Nigeria ne Ivory Coast game o hwe no by 5 p.m. ana na onya chilled club beer list just imagine club ni sinchen na bia supporting Nigeria no bogumu a na chema also o glass ni team fifi na ekwa feeling ni ebe say ebe great enuti enei club say yen ka chiro say AFCON no man fa akon from semi-final to the final no excitement ni doso but untimi nhwa AFCON without club here yes Charlie ene Ghana fo nyina na unya ponche nkwan bi ni fufu akra na club ni si ho a ya na koyi papa nti bia de eno a ne club beer Mr. before 90 minutes ni be kwa wie no now so wait me ni be 2 bottles na me club no ketwa no na ya na ya akono pa za nkete no eno mu odin bi om de frɛ no minti bin kan wa video so na club de eno a ena ye kama bia de eno a ne club pebi nenom yanko ye first story of the day Ghana ni abrese ene ye ped the new head coach at the Amada Black Stars after say ya change mu this time around ye pese hwe ne ma ne ma ye kama reporter Angel Sports ene ye producers in Saka na yati ye be koso but before that no me emfa we entwam reports na ba say ene Mauritania coach ena Ghana ye kwa kofa no yes papa no contract be enche bewu nti ye be kosa ansem no so but enra yes touchy on adwuma bi e parliament na parliament public account committee ni di dwuma bi a na revelations e piepie ho no ni sika e fa sectors ahodo na ye emphasis dodo na e wo ene ne ekoso National Sports Authority ene public account committee na request say auditor general and said anye forensic audit enra NSA no account ahodo omuwom no hwehwem isan say penny oda no baaye no ye bisa na say sika we oje sen na emu nsam te sen ase enyanwo na nsisi suye enti ene park no aka say enedie auditor general enramu na onfa pi na mfi ho emra na eni enkomo bebrebe enso so e wo ho listo ye beba sansem no so but from enra we share public account committee no sitting omo ye committee no members and some mu bisa revelations e piepie ye na anu yi a ye sports minister any National Sports Authority di ba ye na as a Ghanaian na wo feel saying
me surprise biem with the level of impunity ne sabin se mu no ayekoso o my way mo it's like people in authority are making a point, say they will just amass wealth, make money, and will not give any damn about anybody. What I say, so we share idea see some, but ababe normal. We are in the process of normalizing criminality, corruption. This is a corruption because they're losing relevance. What I say, call my be so corruption and death penalty na
haram.
What I say, okay, corruption any death penalty na. But I say okay, corruption and the laughter at the any JB na ida because nipa no apokro no ama wonya no hotam. What I say, when you say Professor Twumasi, adia oyene say or under declare or the study anima hanya no under declare. It may say all the 70 all the 150,000 e buy no a true 70,000. It occur in the books of the NSC. That man, any the chief accountant, a collaborative, and omo yeden. Omo kosi dream. Na ba ko no match no. Northern region so no any crowd of papa can clear say why kronfo we wia ska also appear before committee no one call and all that for an arrest. So yeah, Oba
Sure.
Has she been arrested? Oba no. Eh who? Oba yeah we.
For now the NT said police are arresting.
Yes, Kabana Kanus Naba. The chairman ordered for her arrest, but up to now you're arresting here. This is the country we are living in. A country that to abadiaman penny for say munye den. Your resources a japadia or mine wo move on bo mine no brand nyina yen benefit no. Oba besiati northern region bokro no wieska. And he order for the arrest. To now by this time yen chain here. Because our Bamunipa, a President Kufuor na appointed no. Itino, Yancheno, or before Woody. I am going some what I say, I am going some would you out to what is this? This woman I was about now, Nako Bia who said, everybody is saying that Professor Twumasi up to now, he is still at post. Just so we don't have a leader. We don't have a president in this country.
Oh, that be your president.
We don't have a president in this country.
No. I know there.
Me say, you need president or my way.
For the records.
Record na there.
Yeah, to about
what is the importance of writing somebody's name in a books? But nipa no nyejuma. And we should understand because no. Otika mu na mu interview say the next leader will come and rescue this country. So obviously this is a man or no better position is because or believe say ni family mu no also be president. Apart from that, nothing about him. Nothing about him and the chess or your president because all your president Henry at their videos echo round. All your president what you mind one. Look at the videos echo round. Stonebwoy, a manager. I say they paid more than 70,000 now. Professor Twumasi actually books mu. It's the akano I wa hefa. The akano wa hefa. Saskana wa he. Ya say kolebu. Dialysis machine was then. Your friends are dialysis.
Yeah, kidney
machines. Yenyeska envan koto. But okwabrane twa masiska pokrono yeska obabesi akura so ka ho. Yesi andra ya order say yenchi no atuna yenchi obia. We have president in this country. Ube kasa some natural me. We don't have president in this country.
Elsewhere baby akaba now NSA boss.
But akono time o spray
Cape Coast
o spray na na dey be make up na asem a hwandra embarrassment okoda na di wo ho na Stonebwoy manager say enye 70,000 and omutua and we are told Shatawale dia no otua 150,000 Ghana cedis. So that is the amount that they pay. 150,000 Ghana cedis no mutua. And sa no mo dia Christ Sports Stadium na den omo dia rent omo. Eti omo discan mo a no I then what take a crab no what no I hope baby or movie son say Sikabia to man I didn't know chemu and did be call Kumasi account mu sure I did be call and the account was garnished or so could be ponasumo I said could be tunnels to throw our honum say or no TV so a person the gun of one in our junior day a diagro Professor Twumasi say my men said to Chamfama the constituency for no
I have for no southwest
yes but 6 people no mutumano no mu shameless people say mutumi nya kokodo ko aba
ye nya life mo
yes I was say majority say o ma kire say they will not allow such a crook to enter our parliament. He's a crook.
Listen only my dear. Ma Ghana phobia e bia afi no ma join show no bia him say Facebook a man for ni abre wo ho papa man for kasa yes Isaac anom ano o say asem o wuntimi nka o say list to more fire nana dankwa say more fire list to our leaders are sleeping e wo oman mu
they na do ye kwa ye me wanwa hey somebody action man I remember say I saw time I me hu nana do ye omo ye rally bi ho no be ye oka ankran bi up to now san kan that wo ma chakemi satam no o timi kama
yeah na ni timi afu 92 or 93
I know ka say wo ma chakemi utimu say this is a man full of energy no on call soldier but not to say soldier or say soldier
because to face some military leader
yes
like
satam no so
Jerry Rawlings
Nana Kufuor wetimi aba be president of this country and look at the impunity under your watch and what puani guso why you say asem na Ghana for kan nyina wonte
listo meba enye listo na ebo ni trimu kan nsem no yenko no ade ye san si ye e parliament no ne revisit ne ye mra hye bedwam committee a ye so mo de public account no mo hwe no mundo so so no yentio na
auditors no call audit all the state
institutions
na right no mo de
findings
no abre public account to ba na ebisa o more opportunity say e bia na auditors ne na amaye de anya adwuma to ba be yi hu ano eno na ndo papa panifo mu tikono kwotena ho guo mu hu ni mase
mientie enura de ekoso.
No, you're going into areas I haven't asked you a question about. Director General, I asked you a specific question last year when you came here. Do you have pitch covers? You said yes. You know this. You know all of this technical stuff. Yet you decided to suspend sporting activities without consulting your minister or your board to do a social activity, and then said it took 4 days to set up. Now, Bennington Group paid you 70,000 Ghana cedis. Is the 70,000 Ghana cedis enough to restore the damage that was done to the grass at the Accra Sports Stadium?
The usage of the sports stadium is a multi-purpose.
We are speaking about a specific event. You brought in the specific event. I asked you a general question.
There's a question before me. Can I address it?
If you're not answering my question, I will draw you back. I don't need you to take me on a toilet.
Can I address the question before me?
So I'll ask my question again so you are clear. You decided to rent out the stadium for a social event to the Bennington Music Group. They paid 70,000. Is the 70,000 enough to restore the damage that was done to the pitch?
Mr. Chairman, the calculations that we have done with the various events, which have a certain component of it, which we call the pitch insurance cover, is able to restore. It's able to restore. I think if you remember, before we shifted our sporting activities to other stadia, we had made mention of this to all stakeholders, that in December, a particular period will be used for other events which are not sporting. And the revenue for it should be able to recover entirely everything. And if you remember, by January 9th, my minister sent a visitor, inspection team, which was led by Chief Director here. Now I think I have all this evidence here, to come and check whether we have been able to recover the pitch. And it's fully done.
You still have not answered my question.
It's fully done. The usage of the stadium for other purposes, like for example, Congress. I think MPP, NDC, Congress, they were all held there. They were all held there. Other non-sporting activities occurring in our stadium, it's not new. This is not the first time Professor Twumasi is granting permission for the usage of the facility for other non-sporting. It's done all the time. Even independence celebration. We did it in Tamale, we did it in Cape Coast Stadium, we did it in Kumasi, Babaya Sports Stadium, we do it. But the question is, are you able to recover it and get back the sporting activities? Yes, we do. We are able to recover.
So
that's exactly what we have done.
Director General,
if you were saying whether to cover and not cover, and that's what I was providing technical understanding that sometimes you cover, sometimes you may not cover because if it lasts longer, you destroy even much more.
Director General, you are, with the greatest of respect, yes. you are a professor. Yes. And as a professor, if you were in the lecture theater and you set your questions, I mean, with this, the person will even get 7 over 100.
I think sometimes we
Director General,
please.
Director General,
can I?
No, you're going into areas I haven't asked you a question about. Director General, I asked you a specific question last year when you came here.
And Niema Akosun Listo, na Mammy and Shadami on that note, I mean, call Estaso. Because, and somebody who Bufu said, in Penifua, you demand 2 positions, and when you demand Professor Twumasi Yano, he's a professor. Say, obey Leonard, Edusa level, and ya the kid well. Listo Yantuaso.
Now, me, oh, your video now, Minister Notiwo. Minister, where you come from? Me call
Yagaba Kubori.
Me call a Sunyane Poly. Me now for most of me now for a nordness. In terms of forthrightness, and it's straightforward. We are dying. Be out, but say young Jinano Creso. Now, she said what you look at the embarrassment. Say, you man don't want to me, ya. You resign. Catch an say you can't because what you are doing, they are all you know. They actually say you are rather even killing your political career. Because and no one say Elvis a free anchor and not all your party Juma.
Sure.
He was at some point not who say or your presidential material.
Oh yes.
In this hierarchy.
No.
But
2014 World Cup.
Yeah. That time no. At that time, a corporate body for Sika.
Yeah.
And Mukwaji, almost far John Dumelo, Mukwaji, and Nuna didn't go see a buyer, and net or no crown. A young man be as a young win or that's on an anam. A whole grant interviews near it. It's the old one now. A quabrane tonche or no. What to do in Yaris or no dear, a Hona Waban and Guasian or Beji. Ah, what to one now yet the minister. We bought ni chemswa embon. What do you do? Honorable Mustafa Yusuf.
Yeah.
He was fantastic. NSS one.
National Service.
No. I know de na of you. Me say
NSS what he was.
Me certificate.
He was fantastic.
Yeah. No, almost. Yeah. I request here. Then they will bring it to you. Me fear no more me. Sami we ne brand. First, now we
NSS no.
Yes, open certificate. Brand now be brand.
Now what happened? Eba ne say no ba.
And no say you see.
Ministry no.
Say ahono sports ministry. And no mutumi a whole budget. No mo fa sports cra ediem. A whole budget. Omo fa sports cra ediem. Omo believe say right. So young politicians from all this no. Omo believe omo daswa as I dream no mutumi say oh
sports is for the radicals.
For the radical. Inti ahono important we are omo the most be a politician ultimately say we experience or you modern baba nyesa they just bring anybody there because I know naka and no so ababeje na obabeje no onim de oye na padi we biochemist ye dey say omameye omehwe picture to me spray pitch na to de kan nyina ono abote hwe se ne wote wa sebe look at your posture it's chama de course wo public account committee ho no your president of country we mu a was a national sports authority boss no e was a by na ya sake no ye de na koye den ye de na ekonsawam no ye fa ne ko ye de na konsawam ma omo ye forensic audit no because times you say ya audit na awie ya audit mu books ni ade awie ya sase ye nsa nye
forensic one
audit e wo ho de ana chese wo
na auditor bi frame anadwo no ye pon ye no nsem o kan no hu me hu adwiri me
say what I say it no
Listo meba.
Yes,
Meba mame kai etiefuo nyina ye dom dodo. Na nyame adoma jikodi ni baso in about Esther wie ya ebekọ ho. Na ya chiskasisi ye che 1000 cities. Na said ye be ya obenya 1000 ni bi adi. O lucky be shine anwumere no. Agi se o dial *256 *1 hash. *256 *1 hash. No select option 2. And we are Angel FM Accra and the TV no so no. We dey modern select Angel FM Accra. O select ya. Akwenya wo homa say ubedi 1000 cities. Wa bra we twa agum dodo no abo momo pin no asende na bibia aye kama. Sima aduonu abo apa anwumre no wotwe ho. Davison TV say until we get proper administrators to our football, we should forget winning cup. We should say Cassius Junior or see Listo. You have talked my mind for me. Samuel Hagan said all of them are the same. Right now, Ghana need a radical leader who can change things quickly by 8 years. Inshiraba Selu Jr. said, I am a fully MPP man, but this is the time we must vote against them. And no ehun so abubaba kosoro kakra na me fa ba kwin twam na fi memra o see list o see the corruption and embezzlement of public funds won't be out of our system unless some leaders are used as scapegoats by making them give proper accountability, and if they are able to do so, if they are not able to do so, they should face the law and be jailed. And no TR end edia or de abba na enumre for the records na yene Stonebwoy manager and can any be komo, but oje pennies on ye bekasa but pressure be akokɔ no so ne pesi ehu the actual amount a Stonebwoy etuaye wabra oje Accra Sports Stadium there any beam concert December nim na o confirm my say yen ka kire say any minister say 75,000 Ghana cedis 70,000, but also confirm me say he paid more than 70,000 cedis. But yafa credit to my union hit FM. Omone Abiola Mudi kan twen komo yenti kakra niemra.
Now, Chief, they talk say some 70,000. They say 70,000 be the amount we was paid to the sports authority for the 22nd concert we Stonebwoy do for the Accra Sports Stadium. It be 70,000 or it no be 70,000.
To be very honest with you, I mean these are contractual matters that usually I wouldn't want to engage in the public space. But the Public Account Committee is a very serious committee. That,
absolutely.
I mean, it's gone before the committee, so I wouldn't want to be here on radio to state otherwise. But what I can tell you clearly is that, yes, I was delegated by Stone to lead the charge in terms of doing the negotiations and payment of the stadium. And I can also tell you for a fact that, yes, we paid more than 70,000 for the stadium. But, I mean, like I said, I'm just watching the issues unfold. So I wouldn't want to disclose into details for now. I hope you bear with me.
This is
70,000. But for some reasons, best known to them, mean disclose the full amount of NSA. That's almost more. Because rot and see able to ask ya. Afternoon me and I say Ubia come clear. What does it? I mean to you, Miniaba.
Yeah, that's key. Charlie. Sometimes some of these things happen when we are not having.
Sure.
And they be maybe some who say, "Ebi I said ye, oh sorry, only obi delia, oh drain, suba odani dinia oh ye, said the bear, when you be odi wachi, trust a born in farmer no. Yana I wonder say, omwa ye you almost no. Say I almost almost sa, I drain no mutrimoa.
I am beginning to dispute the fact that you am some cosmo. I think you almost said
no, there be say.
MC you am some cosmo and impeska.
First in na yesum. Ye ma appointment ye say oh omo ma ye crado omo wo pepa say omo besom adasa any a mom wakwenya said they should come and serve the country. But this time around, Nadia not done. Yeah, my appointment another to reward people. Oh, Charlie campaign no bojuma pa enti. Eske ma baby. Me do bashe baby na won so kopek akra na sort ho na. Bojuma pa.
That has been the order of the day.
That is what is currently happening. And then I see.
Oh, okay.
And then I see na academia.
Okay.
Onim. Reverend Osekofi etumefo 2018 it has always been in my head. Trust me. Okacha me sister, oh yeah won your ma hwe ohu ye. Enka ne no, de ka Ghana no. Nano ene no ekyese ena. Enti so uye wade se ena enti uye ade a ebetumi nya nsunsuaso pa. Ba se say no na ni hobiem. Se say aye ga obia pobia aga no. Se say enye Ghana biem aye ga. And that is what is happening because to me dream won tia say in any way, in any form or whatsoever. One, in BB, what makes the whole thing very painful, they say, you see, National Sports Authority for the sole purpose, major purpose, say, you bring sports facilities. Now, yet to me, I ask a lot of sporting events, near to me, the nature talents. What I say, sir? Ama sa talents near Benya no Musuba Benya fast what they are there. Eddie Amor Mino. Anything the National Sports Authority say all the sporting facilities are who do I want will make sure some sports development. Call listo call National Sports Authority or mission. Now ready for the world to see say if their mission part the measure of it in say development, talent development, and there was a the key and sole purpose of National Sports Authority. But have we asked ourselves, say, is that what the entity is meant for in recent times? And in the idea, and yes, Hannah Ebano. What I say, sir, that's our National Sports Authority, no, and find your mayor was all the year, that's all the year for rentals as means of, in quote, revenue generation. Then, can never bounce so, to me account for it.
Okay, the two objectives. Two objectives. First one, to promote and encourage the organization and develop. To promote and encourage the organization and development of and mass participation in amateur and professional sports in Ghana. To coordinate and integrate all efforts to raise the standard of performance in amateur and professional sports throughout Ghana.
Okay.
These are the two
main core objectives.
And it is backed by law. SMCD. Law SMCD.
Law I establish NSA.
No, which NSA currently operates defines the objective of the winter two pair.
Okay.
Two no be anywhere revenue generation.
You
know, cause I wouldn't say amateur boxers no.
Ye de beto aso. Enkomo bi ho ma esta ntim firi osisi ana ye hwe na yenye yi. Esti ye ntin komo no fio.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my sister.
Yes. Please, how are you doing?
Well, by the grace of God, you're surviving.
All right. It's good to have you on the line. It's really been a while. Having been in charge at the Director General's Department in terms of having been in charge in terms of the National Sports Authority as the Director General's Department and leaving office way back in 2017. But before then, just a brief, in order to introduce you much more better to our listeners and viewers this evening. Ebusia for your name, opinion, Mr. Joe Penge, and I didn't come on na
Joe Penge.
Oh yeah, Director General.
Formally.
Formally.
Under the NDC's regime.
National Sports Authority, NDC, no, and I didn't twitching Komoka Krana. Yakasa never done a Kakrana, Yeviana, SK, Ade, and Chimuna, Uchimu, Ede, Amaye. Back to you, please. I would want to inquire from you if you've been monitoring events in recent times since you left office a bit in reference to the National Sports Authority.
You mean what has been on air, both radio and TV
please.
Recently?
Yes, please.
Yes. Bits and pieces of it.
Okay, and based on what you monitored and the happenings in recent times, a bit of it before we come to the specifics, what are your assertions?
I will say that I am a little bit disappointed, even though I'm not too surprised about what is happening. So, yeah, disappointment and, well, some surprise. I'll just put it that way. It's not the best for the country anyway.
You said you are surprised. You are not surprised. That is where I would want you to a little bit elaborate for us to understand better. Why are you not surprised?
I am not surprised because when I was at the NSA, you know, I used to have some of these challenges. Having listened to our current chief executive of the National Sports Authority, I have faced these issues while I was there. And the issues are not too different from what I faced. But I'm disappointed that these have not been resolved, you know, several years after, let me say 6 years after I left office. The challenges seem to remain the same, unfortunately. That's why I'm disappointed.
On the challenges it been there, I would want to inquire from you, having been in office for all this duration, what are the key or the main purpose when it comes to the challenges that the National Sports Authority for a while now has failed to live up to its expectation?
Okay. Number one, you've listed some objectives for the National Sports Authority. These are objectives that they are supposed to deliver every year as we proceed. And because of those objectives, those strategic objectives and operational objectives, there is a budget. We prepare a budget like all other governmental, ministerial and departmental agencies. We prepare budgets based on those objectives. And they are supposed to give us money to undertake those objectives. And when we prepare the budget, sometimes we are not promised all, but they promise us some to take care of certain things. But down the line, you will see that the money is not forwarded to us. Sometimes we protest to the ministry, and then we go to the Ministry of Finance, but then we don't know what happened to the budget, and yet things have to be undertaken. You know, the property and the developmental objectives have to be discharged. And so if you don't get this money, we are left as orphans without anything to do for the nation. And that is where the disappointment comes. And I'm disappointed that even in 2003, 2004, these challenges still exist. That the money that is promised us in the budget, you know, we send to Parliament, it is approved. But then when it comes to release of the money, it doesn't come. That's where one gets disappointed. And it seems to me that this is still happening.
Okay, so having touched on the fact that these challenges are still pertinent there, I would want to inquire from you what exactly has been the reason why they have failed to utilize the funds that do come from them in terms of the ones that they've been able to generate.
Oh, okay. Usually the generated funds, the internally generated funds, are to supplement the main budget. So if the main budget doesn't come, the supplement is all that you decide you rely upon. And then as the CEO and his staff, you have to reprioritize and see what to do. You know, what is most important that you can settle with the little IGF that you generate, that is internally generated fund that you generate. You have to decide and prioritize. And that is also a challenge. But having said that, let me say that the internally generated revenue must pass through the system that we have in place, the system that the government, the ministry, and the authority they have in place. They have the system in place where the money must go to. It doesn't need to go to any individual or even kept in the coffers anywhere. It must go through the government approved system.
Okay. I would want to inquire from you, having been able to monitor from afar, not being in office currently, but having been there, knowing how things are done.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the way this current Director General is running affairs at the FA, looking at the poor stature in terms of our pitches that we have in various stadia that we have in the country?
My sister, I cannot make a blanket judgment of the way the current CEO is managing affairs. I can only comment on specific issues. So if generally I'm saying that it looks like the challenges that I used to face are still there, that is where I say I sympathize with him. But there are certain things that should not happen. For example, if you generate funds internally, there are processes and procedures. You are obliged to process it in a certain way. And you must ensure that it goes that way. If it doesn't go, then there is a problem.
I'll let you go. I would want to inquire from you, how best do you think we can manage affairs?
At the NSA.
Yes.
You mean at the NSA?
Yes, at the National Sports Authority. How best do you think we can manage affairs? Because in recent times, the stadia that we have are actually in very poor pitches. We have the best practices. Having an authority like the NSA, it's expected that they would be able to help in the maintenance of these facilities that we have. But that is not what we are witnessing in recent times. So how best do you think we can manage affairs at the NSA in order to help it, so for it to live up to its billing?
When my answer will be, when we plan, when the NSA plans through the ministry, and it is forwarded to the ministry, and the ministry accepts it, and provide the budget, allocate the budget, and it's taken to Parliament and it's approved. Let us make sure that they have the money to operate. Because if you don't have the money to operate, it means that you are putting the objectives at jeopardy. Both the maintenance of the property, the stadia, and the delivery of developmental objectives, you are putting it in jeopardy. So I think the best thing is that we should all ensure that what is planned, everybody should take his obligation from the planning process. The ministry should be ministry to ensure that the money released gets to NSA. Because I honestly, I must say, I think that we can't blame one person in this matter. You can't blame the NSA alone, whatever happened. You can't blame the ministry alone, whatever happened. You can't blame the ministry alone, what happened. But it might even go to Parliament.
Okay.
The money that is approved for the ministry and therefore for the NSA, they should ensure that the money gets to them so that they can take care of the property. These are all operational costs that we promise that the money will be there to undertake. Right now, I don't even know whether now our electricity bills and water bills and waste bills for cleaning the stadia and all, I don't know whether it's being undertaken.
All right, then.
All these problems were still the one I was there. That's why I feel disappointed that these issues are still coming
still
up.
there. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Joe Penge, former Director General in charge of the National Sports Authority, for your time this evening. We do appreciate it a lot.
And then we say Brofo Hima Samuel Hagan said the INDSCMA English Award. Now said the worry Brofo no come. But listen, former NSA Director Ura Joe Penge also times when you Kanium Bibri or NSC. It's me doom stadium lighting, you know, okay. What can be, but I say, why should I have my solution? Because he be as
I mean, when say interview now, say interview a waste of time. Waste of time. Unia owns the internal politicians and Mempeno. Unia Quaquatrawa and the Decleska. Internal generated funds now, mu generating. Diana Modiaye. What I say? Over she, what under declare we no banana, we cannot blame. How can it's a joke, Penge? How can you say we cannot blame leaders for what we are experiencing? And you almost first one in the idea. How can you say we cannot blame the ministry? We cannot blame the NSA boss. As all they are all paddies. What I say, we now we are paddies. You know, they say that this are some of the interviews are obit so we don't. Instead of so we Chinanim no one say Mr. Jokbenge or the former NSA boss, the predecessor, Chinanim said, no, you don't work like that. Men jiska. I was so they reinvest in stadium maintenance. Nesanyamanyamano. Oh, yeah, the one that declare. Now, Chris can be fan baby. Near that, then I was about because what are you talking about? To me, I mean, interview with you. I say, a waste of time.
So, the way forward for NSC, anything.
I was up upon your channel. Papa, no, was your channel. By this time, Professor Twumasi, you can't solve the fear net. And I do what, mammy, no, what Northern Region Honor. I was up by no muchinitum. What I say, muchinitum, not Professor Twumasi, yeah, then. Yeah, you're investigating. Sikabia, and you will be because Bibia say. Stonebwoy almost Tiaska more than 70,000. No, I say why the 70,000 and some George so the abetum say I think 169.
Okay.
Or say 169. Just say what is can more just say why more mine cry half. Why more mine half.
Video near the to so near time Stonebwoy motorbikes are na dia 20 or field no so.
Pitch idea on
maybe I shegu
so what I say. It you know I was about this on Muchino. Yamika want to say, no investigating. Never be a scanner for behind the engine. No concoda, Saboncoda Nijana. Now, I'm in a suya, the yet near po, when Papa will beat my baby, Mr. Joke and get the Oka Canadian Massa. Say, I was down for no baby tro, near brew.
Jenia Bre and known in summer listo Melsa Eka Samuel Hegansu of Facebook was in Ghana right now. Our stadiums are turning into cemeteries and coast football is dead. That's why we haven't win a cup for a long time. And no any summer about G-Cody listo G-Cody star G-Cody maybe 1,000 CCI. Me pacho what the can to be a gumudia and brain ye. So want to yes what to this year me more akwanya no but star 256 star 1 hash ubo ye we abo say a select Angel FM stations bebre amount choose option 2 Angel FM Accra pa choose we ya twa ticket no ba ko 5 CD twa 2 twa 3 twa 4 twa 5 twa 6 the more we twa no numbers ni be roli o number no betumi adi nti Mr. 1,000 she. But just my ready the answer I ready what I'm saying. G-Cody still a star 256 star 1 hash. Send it CCA. Let's select the option 2. Option 2 no eba Angel FM Accra. No I select it. Try ticket ni gum. Na fe epia omomo pin ni tuto na yenkwa yanim. From 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 go. Pa list number and that's no. Boboma Ghana phone
0242. Where the ultimate or you so we are chapapa or you so na manache 0242 yes 873 ... It also mo hwe no friend.
E ba cho yenye first winner G-Cody 0242 873 ... Yanko yen sama etosu mienu so abra ye hwe ni mu se ye winner no aba. Listen,
Yeah.
the search for the new Black Stars head coach.
Yeah.
Mamensha CMF Esther so. Enyan ntie se Mauritania head coach Ahmed Abdou GFA 4 empenifo bi abemben ho amankomo twe bi koso papa no match ya na the contract e ba wie. Is he the best man for Ghana?
Coaching kwana here.
Say you see a problem near coaching.
Sir.
And I want it.
But for now, the formerly on the FAME who or apply so far.
Per reports in the at some say best 600 to 700 coaches.
I know some medicine as Sanidara.
6 to 700 coaches. Say they be as how. Then they tell me no we are 6 to 700 coaches. No we are my say but the art no say Ekobane sa uji say be boy.
I believe so. He's a very young coach. And this is a coach. Sir Obekaya on na ode Comoros ebe share Ghana no.
Yeah.
By 2021.
Sure.
AFCON no. On ode Comoros be share Ghana. And ode Mauritania so Aba. And ode Omoba ni nomina so they made it to the quarter-final stage of the competition.
Yeah.
I believe say or a very young coach with ne kwanya of faswa or coaching or prospect ye pa or prospect and over ne team or share for Comoros when he was in charge or any team for Mauritania or the Omobaye for this tournament. Okay.
I mean NT Fio. Openi boko there.
Minia nyami adumo.
Na e from say o ka sa fi.
Nana me board of did offer me cause they free United States of Kaswa.
Hey. Na on sa kaska no.
Kwaku egumu se kude.
Okay. Na ucha say.
I'm say 65.
55 on the formula na me kan na.
Woti wo kan na me bogum. Wo si emogum na me bogum.
E dey na be ka kire Ghana for.
Oh, Angel, nyami shira mo pa eske woni release to when yesta. Me yada mitiemo yi ni pa na nem se die nyere, but se die Ghana for. O mo betra no ka se bu ntwengum a mo nko so ntwengum na de na ye no prepare.
Thank you so much Esther Yentwaso.
Yeah, so I believe Coach Abdul, a very young coach, and he has a prospect. And Debiameyameka say appointing the coach to me isn't going to be the problem. But what is going to be the problem? They say, how ready are we? See a benya botre, I'm a coach, or I take over the team, no? Yet to me, the best out of the coach, or Brian man and Maria man to me as a shiny team ni. Because we have no fast was a shiny team, he always loved to build his team very well using the young players. And this is
coach our the young players.
What happened Kora use
oh
yes, someone say and I'm also know managing them is very easy. And who coach I know believe he said or use the generation of the younger players with a bit of a mix of the experienced ones and it's another to have a very compact team for the respective tournaments and games. I believe only a bad option for us if we should end up appointing him.
Right.
But the major thing would always depend say appoint you how ready are we to let them do their work well.
Say best support you.
Yeah, best support you.
Interference be bad form.
And also be bad form. Now you can say yeah the team now take sole charge of it. Now be kwa we train no. Bibia nko ya you will be held responsible say wo na you in charge into one suiti and the bed so enti na sadia I know say the next coach about pointing no ba na man emrena unya adagea we will be able to have a very formidable Black Stars team.
Listen oba to kata una fe mitwa me homra na nche say we should have a project for the new coach oba anamboa.
Yes, obviously, and mostly it depends on the coaches themselves. Chris Uti is supporting no.
Yeah.
And on one started say, oh yeah, dear. On one case at what to say, I'll be who say, Sabi, is a who no DNA. And sometimes maybe Jitum say, A, no, be Shafano. Possible. Yeah, Africa, no. We can do anything.
Sir.
Oh, doesn't mean call for me. Italy, maybe, and I need a year way or manager. juma bi ano mo oh mo yema Italy ni madam ne coin 10
no tinto man
oh mo ma ne coin 10 mo shafa no fa no nyama coin na on the 29th of January 2024 and a calf a year publication be about
2024 January.
Yes.
Okay.
Just
January.
Yeah. Tournament in a course.
Yeah.
Omo granted interview. But Amir
Abdul.
And say no more describing. On the Mauritanian coach Amir Abdul is a proven achiever.
Okay.
He isn't new to creating history and causing upset. In this exclusive for CAF Online, he takes stock of what has been achieved so far at the Total Energy Center. This is how we describe it, and can say me.
Oh, yeah, achiever.
Yes, can say me. We were really surprised in Buake. We had a good reception. The infrastructure was good. Ivorians welcomed us well, really well. We were welcome. Oh, okay. Okay, what's it? How do you feel knowing you are the first coach to win an AFCON game with Mauritania? Or say nothing can be achieved alone. This is a collective work that has been done. We prepared the players mentally,
okay,
and physically, and made sure that they had the right mindset in order to be up to the task. I'm really proud to help through this group stage. No one believed we could qualify from the group stage, but we made it. We are not giving up. And when you say no group are no more, omoni Angola, omoni Burkina Faso,
yeah, very tough group.
And now omoni, I think one, Nigeria,
and
what you say?
No more winning match crowd AFCON. That's what we need qualify.
And so much Algeria.
So it means I was saying,
or coach with what he did with the Comoros, or Marseille or France, but as a chief Comoros.
Yeah,
it is a way the Nabia.
But also Ghana system now.
Yeah.
Will he fit into our system?
I think that I will not doubt the competence because if you use players now, we use Comoros Mona, or they to me they share Ghana and even Mauritania group of what to qualify. Just say, Bibi when man ocean the ball now, the type of game a Ghana pay. Players are more comfortable on the ball.
Okay.
Who can run 90 minutes?
Okay.
Sana ni teams ball Comoros omo dey to Mikasa Mauritania so sa no mbombo it never say your players are betumi dey run omo ye young betumi run but your environment no
maybe
environment na ye wo no I'm not sure say the environment will allow him to work
maybe sisia environment ye beka ho nsem ye ba.
On my long and stressful days I long for the refreshing company of my favorite companion. Wow, my favorite. I should make onions, maybe tomatoes. Hi. Oh, hello. Please, I need to know the drink you were enjoying earlier at the shop. Sure. Even on Sundays in the market, nothing is for one. Guess what I brought? A refreshing companion for you and I.
My favorite.
Angel Drinks. Nyamepe, nyawenichihu.
This advert is FDA approved. mebano che obey 2 years. Any into obey when you intend to mahodimu. Ababasa mebano sano. I can't believe it. Baby Vite multivitamin drops. And my wife, this is some of Frana Numua. When you intend for Fefesa, your son with Baby Vite, the syrup, 100 ml and a 200 ml. And was some mammy wife, a couple be Toma Yamano. About Frabaye di Pabrania, nefree from your Bayer friend of Frabrim. Baby Vite, the syrup and the drops are now.
Nashenin so said Baby Vite drops with vitamin C. Sansuna Baby Vite syrup, clear vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin E are a ma incora immune system. A yes strong.
Baby Vite syrup, nene drops, vitamins and minerals for a healthy baby. Baby Vite multivitamin syrup, and nene drops.
Our pharmacies and chemical shops at Phone Pharma Trust Limited 0561 088 663 and now 0561 088 666.
FDA Ashashasa Ejeden Krate Muaji Tumse Eye. Ago amanfo mekanfo ohima we ejesheto edemamo sheto ayato yambo edini omapa edimu ankasa na aye ye wo sizes ahoro aye de fish na aye ye tumi so eye senia wo pe no pepepe efise ye fa orders ye wo ne hot ne ameko wo mu pa any mouth ne enhyishi bebre afa ni anantwinam eka ho ema woni a wo pe nantwinam enso ye tumi di good glass toa ana plastic toa ana se kansimu titru edema woni a wo tu kwai se school fo wo body house o efie enyuma ahuro anase akwanto mu ya kanfo ohima we ejesheto edemamo ubenya bi ato wo supermarket bebre e wo Ghana ha ene amanone hwehwe ya chiri kwan e wo ohima we eje ice bar North Industrial Area Old Malcolm Road no so kodes asan na junction no so pe say e wo 0303 976 145 ana 0275 471 536 FDA ahwehwe sa ejedie Kratu yimu aje atumu se eye.
Enije ya dia wuntumi yimfiri dada sitinem. Se wutie nyom. Wo hwe sini anampo se wo hwe music videos. Uyo obi a we niji celebrities hunti abribia uko social media ko hwe niama e koso wo ma brabo. Na nsembe na wate ana wehu e wo online e fa celebrities ho a e ja wa adwenjen. Wonim niama celebrities dudo na ye wa bra camera ensi omuso a e ma omu eneje. Ene ehia me wo Angel TV so wa bra ye di entertainment today e ba be so mo. Wo entertainment today so no. You were intriguing, captivating, educative, and in the lifestyle of every celebrity. Eba besomo, musumfo, na neti, shiame, every edwada, kosi fiada. Ewo Angel TV, so it's entertainment today.
Endada asitina eni nipa ho nkitahodie to da bia na itawantawa akoba ba yentem akoba ne se ya obi bisa se edan ina enso oye obi ato asase e obi nchen na so obekọ da bia no na obi fufuro e se dan e wo asase no so obi so e bisa se ono obi aye wo campaign akaboso mi nsa na nka watua ka eka ewi na so kawura atonka no obi sase edan na enso oye obi so asem bisa ne se Oni obi atena emfie dunsie ni dem ana yina sia bonten obi sase ne chefa ewo aware mu ene den kokoko aware ana ene ntina NGTV e de bisa
Hodie GFA prosecutor say wa charge Alhaji Akambi board member edema Accra House of Folk say ene wo hwe article 34 clause 6 section D of the GFA disciplinary code in 2019 na you say comment bi a wa make about match officials e media ni mu no enye benyizi benya kakrati se yenya ntie dia liso tape ni ha ho se prosecutor as oya adwuma na no ase adubia CCU wa charge no Alhaji su e wo emre se so koyi ne ho ano
no okoda time open obewe prosecutor ne o ma point na ene nsema nkofo aka okrumu abini me pese metie dia Alhaji Akambi kokan no anka se ono kura nka me ne no personal beef Alhaji Akambi
but so what is how support a section bi so mo be demonstration at your board no
eni kwan say section bi o so mu nyina was some Omuma to Pamo Alaja can be.
Why they?
Fasobena or Fasobena Munya one so. What Fasobena Munya
on one I
no baby a Ghana football do.
Pobi my project on I.
Oh yeah then. Pobi my project Tobe Nedin Sika de shim. It's a trophy who they need say. Young Conco Jiscan show be Uncle Joby scan show bottom and mekan yanuntum. Yeah, can't see a demonstration. Say football no munye ni ye. Football no munye ni ye. Now what Facebook trust say omo ye demonstration they are not serious people. Yes. Asama catch a demonstrator or say omo ko demonstration they are not serious people.
Really?
It no Alaja can be on sans discipline. He's not a disciplined man. Okasa basa Alaja can be kasa rough. A board member of House of Folk. Okaza a team get one out so no. If me be here even me nyamu muwe
Alaji got Troy or Facebook say
yes, and this is not the first time we want to supporters or you no kasa o ton supporters in into mintia eh to weka. It is a manner onye discipline. What I say eno omuade.
Okay.
Opinion omuade. Alaja can be a one person. Wo kroma say ombuhye omunipa bia wo wiase.
Ma Esther
also very careful.
Esther.
Say Esther ne we no.
Esther.
Ne
Ana Abdul Shafiu asem no be ka akra.
Ne papa no.
Kotoko contract no penny injury situation ni ade kotoko for cancel.
O ka say no ntu Alaji akan be fu.
Alaji nsem no be ka akra de.
Na me te ana he say do di papa atem.
Papa na Alaji.
Agent omuni ho.
Ba wo tibi control
WhatsApp platform
Facebook say
WhatsApp platforms on free so because uni akoma obi tro bibia obe ya e was free free so dan say wo na supporters go back and wo cho nyama basa no say ka say
esa mame minti o kakra na film I'm sorry so
asem cry ni odim papa ta amara holy so some of your words were very harsh objectively
so muade no
objectively some of your words were very harsh but I side with you sir looking at the pedigree and then Club Odano as one of the biggest clubs in Africa now and then in Ghana as one of our biggest clubs ni Juma Obodema team no I'm not expecting say Obeba out be making certain utterances especially in WhatsApp groups and I say in other social media me enya in reference to any other but maybe can be some of Andrade it's about
so obeyin
semano and then going further to engage some of the fans and now almost say be anyoma ni be no more can intwa ye no kwan of us or react you know sometimes I understand they say in some be how what say from a fan like a hard drain but then again you should also respect the office and a position ayede ukutamu no who say empanifo bu baby say penidua
mate so menti
what I say
mate
your money because esa o money yede
mate Esther mate
I can dey minister to fear yes
Lord Uber ye nua ba Grace Uber ni nua na birthday sonko kra anti ye ma no happy birthday Lord Uber na unuaba Grace front desk executive for say odododo nyame nhira papa haneso na Jerry wife birthday Jango energy drink ye da wase papa agbozo herbal clinic thank you so much oyare alcohol na oyade nyina asintu Lumitrust malaria dro sonko ko no kogibi na uko pharmacy shop bia so abenya bi bioglobin syrup ni nyina pharmatrust dia ba goil say ubetumi di momo atofuo goil ba bia opibia echina ye the Africa Cup of Nations semi-finals no 31st edition no ye the commentary neighbor
by this time the kwata
na ehuni ebesi
but
AFCON